Wookiees have their legends that they were not always here. But it is more than that. The trees themselves are strangers.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
What I'm saying is that there are literally walls in your way, and you won't find what you need without my help. And my help has a price.
I'm not paying you, dude.
You must do a task for me, and then allow me to join with you. I will then remove certain barriers in your path.
What? What do you want me to do?
Since they began expanding in the Shadowlands, the Circa have left me alone for the most part. Until recently, anyway. A group of them set up camp not far from here. Poachers is all they are. I'd like them removed from this place.
Okay. I'm down. Why do you care if they're here? Why would you want to believe? Why not just get rid of them yourself? Why do you care if they're here?
They don't respect this place. They are butchering wildlife and threatening entire species. It's getting under my skin. The Wookiees could take care of themselves if they wished, but the animals are truly helpless victims.
I see. So the aged semi-Jedi wants me to get some kids off his lawn.
Yes, I'm an old man that's getting fussy. Call me foolish if you will, I don't care. You still have to do it. Their camp is in the far northeast. Now remember, if I wanted them dead, I'd have done it myself. Find a better way.
Oh. Okay. That was not what I was expecting. Why would you want to join up with me?
You presumably have a ship.
I have.
I've seen all I wish to here. Isn't that enough? I mean, I'm really sick
Why
of the
can't you just
trees.
leave yourself?
And perhaps your destiny might
What do
show
you?
me something
I guess
new.
you don't have a ship.
You never know.
Why not just get rid of them yourself?
Don't talk back to your elders, child.
You're not my dad.
Look, they know me quite well, and are always on alert when I approach. The only way I could get rid of them would be violence, which would eventually lead to trouble for the Wookiees.
Okay.
I want them gone, but with as little fuss as possible. They have already caused enough trouble as it is.
Okay, Dad. I will look into it.
Good. Return to me here and we'll see how you have done. Shoo! Shoo!
All right, Dad. I don't remember where that is. I don't know where that is, I should say. Oh, I guess I'll go this way. Oh, a Bull-Katarn. Hello, Bull-Katarn. I am also a Katarn.
Your wish? What?
Oh no. Oh, okay, we're fine. Maybe not. Maybe not.
What? Now. You will fall! That is the challenge. What is it?
And surely we win these, right?
Take that!
Damn. That was actually kind of cool. The way that all kind of came together there. I was a big fan of that. This was a dead end. Well, you know what they say about dead ends. You know, at least you know you don't have to go that way. Right? Alright, so my favorite thing to do when we explore a maze is to always go left until you reach a dead end, then go back and take the next left. That's how you solve a maze. You always go left, no matter what. Or at least the leftmost option, if that makes sense. The only way it doesn't work is if there's like a loop. If there's like a... Actually, even with a loop, I feel like it would work. No, never mind. Even with a loop, it would work. You know, when I was in school, in college... Oh, wow, well that was really cool.
Huh?
When I went to college for computer science, we had to write a program that would just solve a maze. You know, any maze you gave to it, it would just solve it. And, those were always the problems that I liked, is like, something that like seems complicated and then turns out to be a really easy thing. You have to come up with these very simple solutions to things, and like, how do I simplify this to the point where I can like give instructions on how to do it very simply and straightforward. That's basically what computer science is. So that's kind of what it comes down to. I got a slaver contract. You found the corpse of the missing Wookiee Rorwar in the Shadowlands. Datapad revealing that he dealt with slavers was on the body, as well as bowcaster bolt casing that probably belongs to whoever killed him. Willie's offered to join with you and help remove barriers from your path, but he first wants you to remove a group of circa poachers from the Shadowlands northeast of his camp. Okay, let's read this fleeping... Let's read these freeping Datapad. What is this? Likely whoever killed him. Bowcasters and the accompanying bolt casings are very personal items among the Wookiees and are adorned with traditional family symbols and other identifying markers. It is possible the owner of this one could be identified by a knowledgeable Wookiee. Ah, I see. Okay. Somebody killed him. Someone killed him, and probably a Wookiee. This datapad card contains a contract to trade weapons for slaves and manifest the goods already delivered. It would seem that Rorwar had sold a number of Wookiees previously and intended to do so again. Okay, so he's a bad actor. But somebody killed him. Probably the crazed Wookiee, I'd assume. Sure, all this stuff is gonna tie together. Let's level up Edith here, real quick. Oh, these are all ones? Oh, well, okay, right, because that makes sense. Man, I should have leveled up because you're at charisma from the start, dude. What is my recommended? Strength, fuck you. Dexterity, no. Constitution, no. Intelligence, I still don't understand that. Wisdom could be useful. I could try to just level up for Force Persuade, you know? Because I'm closer to that. So let's just go ahead and try to do that. I only get 1 point per level. And I don't know that I want to waste... Because I would literally have to back out of this and just wait until my very next level to get a point in repair. It just seems like such a fucking waste. It's not like I'm using this shit for anything, I guess, but... This is all kind of shitty, to be frank with you. I'm going to put a point in Persuade. I don't need Demolitions. I've been wasting points, dude. I wish I could respec, because I don't need Demolitions, realistically. Maybe Awareness would help, but... I can't use any of that. Stasis is actually I kind of like. I kind of like stasis. Drain life. Drain life could be good. It's a dark side power though. We'll get stasis here. Now that I'm like at this point in the game, I kind of know what I should be putting points into, and I kind of regret some of the points I put in, because I was trying to like balance it out when I didn't have a lot of characters that I could like focus into specific things. You know what I mean? It's like I guess that's one of the big problems I have with RPGs is like, especially specifically Western RPGs, where it's like you have to anticipate that you'll probably get a character later that will have the skills to do this, but I have to assume that's true, and I can't really trust that, you know? So I'm just like, I'm gonna balance out my team right now so that my current team will be able to handle everything, but then you get to a point where it's like, well, I should have focused more of my points into persuasion. I just didn't know. I didn't think about it. I thought about it, but at the same time I was like, well, I could balance these points out. I don't know how hard it's going to be to repair something, you know?
No one's gonna see this mission.
Alright, I don't know what we're going to be doing here, but this is probably where the circuit core is. I would assume. Yeah, I finished the Simple Flip story, right? Commander Dern.
Who are you, another civil merchant like that Koros slime up on the
Excuse me,
docking
sir, I
ring?
was stealth.
This is my territory. I don't make deals, and I don't persuade easily, so go back topside. Mess with my profits, and I'll see you dead.
I paid the docking fee. Who cares where I go?
So you're playing tourist. That isn't smart. The Shadowlands are all business. Mess around, and you'll end up dead. That said, if you want to make some credits while you're looking to die, I might have a job for you.
What if I want you to leave the Shadowlands?
Is that old hermit Jolie trying to talk you into doing his dirty work? We've spent too much on setting up just to walk away. As long as the sonic emitters keep the Preds away and I've got bodies to guard the perimeter, we're staying right
Well, you
here.
shouldn't have told me that.
I mean, if I can put up with my own worthless guards complaining about this place, Jolie whining through you is nothing.
I want to ask you a few questions.
If you made it this far, you know a fair bit already. What would I be able to tell you?
I'm looking for something called a star map.
I'm no nav officer. I work on the ground, and I haven't seen anything like that around here. Of course, we haven't been much deeper than this. The eastern forest gets even more dangerous.
Understandable. You aren't safe with blasters?
It's not worth it. You're fighting the plants as well as the animals. Kashi vines are tough as metal and grow back fast. Instead, head office installed repulsor fields to keep the big predators out. Permanent placements, too. We'll be fine for years.
Sure you will, sure you will. I have other questions.
If you made it
Are you part of the slaving operation?
What? No, I don't do much of that. It's too much of a headache. I'm in the business of harvesting animals. Some of the more exotic species have organs that can be removed and put to some surprising applications. Talk to me about work, and maybe I'll tell you more. If you made it this...
Is there anything odd down here?
Besides you? Besides any number of predators that can kill in seconds? I suppose there's old Bindo.
Bindo.
He's got a camp here somewhere.
Oh,
I'd
you're
leave
talking
him
about...
in there. Anyone who'd lived
What,
down
Lori?
here is
Lori?
just
Is his
plain
name
crazy.
Lori?
There's not much else. We've got a repulsor field to the east, so not much passes through here now.
I have other questions.
If you made
I
it...
don't know why it keeps taking me back to the previous menu. If the Shadowlands are so dangerous, how do you survive?
It ain't easy. We've set up a perimeter of sonic emitters to keep the bigger Preds away. It's worked so
I'm
far.
sure it has.
As long as the emitters are operational, we're pretty much safe. It makes harvesting a lot easier.
Uh-huh.
If you made it this far, you...
Okay, that's it.
Hurry up, you're...
I want to ask a few questions.
If you made it this far, you know a fair bit. Hurry up, you're eating...
I might be interested in some work. I don't want to piss him off is the thing, because if I screw myself into a fight here, I'll have to kill him. I don't want to do that.
Good.
Okay. I was worried about the whole leaving thing, if he was gonna even let me. Just leave. But I would like to ask him about his weird work.
Back again.
You're a circus slaver, nothing special.
I don't need this kind of garbage from you. Watch your mouth. I'm the only law there
Not really a
is.
slaver,
Down here.
actually, but
If you've got something to say, get on with it. Otherwise, leave me alone. I've credits to earn.
What is the work you want?
I could use an extra hand. A couple men have gone missing. If I lose many more, I'll have to close up shop. We are hunting the little simians, the Tach. They have a gland that acts as a stimulant when powdered. I figure I've got 2 or 3 wealthy years to butcher the lot of them. You want in before I make them extinct?
Don't you care that you could wipe out the whole species?
No. I'll be rich by then, and we won't need to do it anymore. I don't have to worry about it. Besides, if there's no more Tach, the predators that eat them will die off, and we'll have an easier time milking this planet.
No, that's not how that works. You're just, like, eliminating the resources. That's not how that works, dude. What a weird thing to say. That doesn't make any sense. Logic is dumb. Like, you would want these things, if you get things from them, you don't want to wipe them out entirely. Or else then you will no longer get any things. You're just like... Anyways. I don't want to do that. Goodbye.
Good.
Poachers Jolie wants removed here have made you an offer. They want you to help harvest Tach, small creatures that possess a gland. Doubtful Jolie would approve. I'm not gonna do that, man. Sorry. But, like, that's exactly the opposite of what I'm down here to do.
Your wish?
What?
Mission, I'm gonna need you here.
Gotcha. Simple.
Tach gland, a disruptor rifle, a concussion grenade, and a light repeating blaster.
What?
Gotcha.
What is it?
Huh? Simple.
Ooh. Okay. Some interesting stuff. There's a beam splitter do? An upgrade item. And broaden the beam of certain blaster types. Connie light armor, 5 and 5. Damage resistance, resist 15 minus fire. God damn it. Is that actually... Resistance 25. Okay, no, it's not. Okay, I was about to say. Oh my god. So the other thing, we got a light repeating blasters, heavy weapons, okay. Alright. Well, we're gonna have to make a decision here, I think. We can try to break these sonic emitters or whatever. I don't know if he was talking about those or he was talking about something else. Who the fuck knows, you know? Alright. First of all, let's get rid of solo mode. We need to all be together. I was only in that because I was stealthed. But the stealth kind of just didn't happen, you know? Like he clearly noticed me. Very clearly, you know? So we gotta kind of figure out what the plan is here. Because I'm supposed to try to drive these guys out. Which I believe we may be able to do by disabling some of these sonic devices. Alternate access. No other options available. To modify primary function requires input of individual access code. Okay, so what does that mean exactly? Oh, I can't party select? So maybe I could... I'm not really sure what to do here, then. I need them to leave. What is that up there? Oh, wow. I could do this the whole time, and I didn't know? The whole time I had a first-person mode? Bruh, this is Frogger all over again. That's the weirdest thing. Holy shit. That's weird. Let's go see what's over here, guys. Something fun, something interesting. A lot of mines. A lot of mines, I've noticed. Yeah, so it's not readily apparent how we have to deal with these guys. I don't really understand the code thing, but we can try probably to go back up to the surface and then come back down to get rid of these guys. But I'm not gonna do their mission, I don't think. I mean, unless there's some weird thing where I have to agree to the mission and then decide not to do it. But like, why would I even agree to a mission like that? Doesn't even make sense. Yeah, anyways. It's been an interesting week. And yesterday was like a weird day for me because I had a friend that wanted to hang out. And I was like, okay, sure. And so we hung out last night. And it was fun, you know, it was fun, it was interesting. Shimmer of a repulsor field is visible before you. It stands in stark contrast to the foliage around it. This is obviously one of the barriers to your progress that Jolie was speaking of. If you were here, we'd allow you to pass it. I see. Okay. Yeah, I've known him since like 2016, or since 2015 actually. Cause I used to work with him. But he left our company really like a year, less than a year after, I think, and moved to Chicago to do a PhD. But he's always been a good friend of mine. We're very similar people. We're both very socially awkward, so we were kind of like drawn to each other a little bit. He's a really interesting guy to talk to, you know. He had a lot of things to say. Or he had a lot of interesting ideas. He was a bit of a, what would you call him, like a, he was one of those guys that always talked about, like, psychedelics and, like, how they open your mind, you know? And he's all big into meditating and stuff like that. But he's a really smart guy. Obviously he's going to get his PhD, but, you know, he was always very interested in, like, the brain and, like, how that works and, like, how we perceive reality and stuff. So he liked to talk about that, and, you know, we had a lot of conversations about it. But he was always, like, interested in psychedelics. That was one of the big things. But other than that, like, he used to be, like, one of the only guys that would drink with me for you know, the longest time. That was our big thing, was like we would hang out. He would come over to my apartment and we would, we'd usually either play Mario Kart or, yeah, it was usually Mario Kart. We basically, one of our other coworkers, recommended this drinking game to us, and ever since that's kind of what we've been playing. So we play this game called Beerio Kart, right? And in Beerio Kart, you get a beer. Usually you buy light beer. You should probably not do it with any other type, because the thing with you get light beer because you can drink a lot of it, right? And not, like, get sick. Not be in a bad way afterward. Well, you probably will be if you drink, like, a lot of it, you know, but not, like, a lot of it, you know. It's just low % alcohol, and you can kick them back, and it's not the worst thing, you know. Definitely far worse things. Anyway, do I have to explain that why you get a light beer for this? Probably not. So I don't really know why I did. Use Force Whirlwind, and then I'm gonna power attack.
Your wish.
I don't know which one they're attacking. Is you basically get, we used to get like Miller Lite, I think, and, so the big thing was stop throwing grenades, please.
What is it?
What?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm all out of sorts today. So, yeah. Usually only Miller Lite or something. And then what we would do is just go to... Alright, mission's throwing grenades again. Yeah, we just start playing Beerio Kart. So the rules of Beerio Kart are essentially, you get a beer, and you have to finish that beer by the end of the race, right? And the only time you can actually drink the beer is when you're stopped. So you have to come to a full stop to start drinking, so you can't drink while moving. Basically, the rule is, like, you're not allowed to drink and drive, right? So that's the rule. And as long as you finish your beer by the end of the race, you're good. That's what you're supposed to do. So if you don't finish your beer, you're not allowed to finish the race, basically. So it was always like a fun thing that we did. It was always like this fun drinking game. And he's like the only one that would drink with me. So, you know, I used to hang out with him a lot, and we would just kind of do that. And it was a good time. But he's changed a lot over the years. He's very different. He no longer drinks, which is kind of a recent development. I think for a year or two now, he stopped drinking. It's actually something a lot of my friends has been happening with a lot of people I know. Is like they don't drink because of medication they're taking. So they stop drinking because of that. And he's the same way. So he started taking medication. He no longer drinks because of that. So, which has kind of been a bit rough for me, because now I have like nobody I know that really drinks with me. I have no idea what I got because it took forever to open, and I got bored and smashed A. Anything of value? We got some Tach glands, Zabrak combat suit, and a Zabrak Tistel Mark III. This might be a good weapon, dude. 3 to 10 plus 2 physical. Might be a decent blaster I just got there. I'll have to double check what some of my other dudes, some of my other bros have got around. Yeah, so I only really got like one friend. My old childhood friend from like high school. Well, I met him in middle school, I think, but he's the only friend I think that'll still drink with me, so. It's a whole thing, man. I feel sad, you know? I'm drinking alone. I'm the only one. I mean, I get it. I can't really fault people for, That. Malfunction. My primary motivators are incapacitor error. Damaged terminal playback. Cause of malfunction. We're like, I don't get it. That merchant said there was salvage down here. We need Matten to work the sensors. When he gets back, we'll... Wait, I'm getting something. Oh, it's Eli. Good. Maybe he'll point us in the right direction. Eli, what the... But you got your money, you double-crossing snake. We had a deal. Blaster sounds. I assume this is just the same thing. Salvage. You start with the droid's head, removing it and placing it in your pack. An energy discharge flows through the remaining parts. Okay. Was I supposed to do that? What the hell was that? Scrambled memory of the malfunctioning droid found in the Shadowlands reveals the violent last moments of its companions. They were ambushed, but identified their attacker as Eli, the merchant you met on Docking Ring. It appears he has not told the truth about these creditors that supposedly skipped out on paying him. You've salvaged the droid's head. Matten would likely be very interested in it. Well, look at that. Would you look at that? Okay. I wasn't even thinking about that quest in any way. But hey, we're apparently making progress on that quest. Yeah, so, yeah, I don't know. I feel kind of bad because he stopped drinking and he stopped, like, we're both actually kind of trying to quit smoking. Like, I haven't smoked a cigarette in, like, a year. Over a year. And I stopped vaping for about a year as well. So we're both kind of in agreement on that one. Drinking I've just never had, you know, many qualms with. I just don't have any qualms with it. I'm like, I don't know. I don't think I could give that up. I think it's too much of a, like, a thing for me. Like, I wouldn't know what to do, you know? What am I supposed to do? Bros. Can my dude give me a suggestion? Like, I obviously don't want to do their thing. But yeah, I feel bad, because I had these, like, truly fruit punch. It's like a spiked seltzer, and I had, like, the iced teas as well. I was just drinking them, you know. We were playing Mario Maker, and, we started playing Mario 2 and some, Yoshi's Island, I think, on Switch Online and stuff. We were having a good time. It was a fun night. He brought these, like, non-alcoholic beers.
Welcome back. I wonder, have you had much luck? Have you done as I asked?
Can you tell me more about the Poachers?
Not hard to find. After you finish.
Okay.
Well,
I really don't know how to get rid of them exactly. Like, should I bring a droid with me? Or what should I do exactly? 'Cause I can go back. I mean, maybe I can just go back and I'll try to... 'cause yeah, there's nothing else to do. I'm gonna go back real quick. 'Cause I can at least solve the one quest up there, but I'm gonna try to bring a droid back down with me, I think. Well, I say a droid, but I'm gonna bring, you know, the small droid, not HK-47. I forget what he's called. Feel kind of bad, but I mean, he's just a droid, right? He just beeps and boops. I don't know what his name is. Whatever. Yeah, so he brought these, like, O'Douls, and I tried them. They're, like, non-alcoholic beers. I think that he said they had, like, a little bit of alcohol in it, but, like, so little that they basically, like, they de-alcoholize beer, so it's just like a beer. It tastes like a beer. But there's something weird, like, you can taste, like, there's something missing from it. It doesn't have that kick, you know, that alcohol kick. Just take me up for now. Didn't he want me to find, like, some crazed Wookiee or something? How was I supposed to pull that task off exactly if there's a force field in my way? Is there anything else I could do about that? Really wish I could skip this. Yeah, they're interesting. But I don't know. I feel bad because I still want to drink. You know, I'm like, oh man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm doing this in front of you. I can't give it up, you know? Can't give it up. But we can't play Burial Cart. He suggested next time he comes over, he's like, let's do Burial Cart with like non-alcoholic beverages. And I'm like, okay. I'll give it. I'm willing to try it, but I feel like doesn't that kind of remove a lot of the fun of it if it's non-alcoholic. I mean, I'm not gonna pressure him into drinking. Obviously, I'm not gonna do that. But you know, it's just I don't know. He's changed so much though, because he's not like he doesn't do. Alright, okay, this guy's a weirdo. Like, oh man, it was so weird, because, I was talking to him yesterday, and he said something about, just something about, like, drugs. I forget. And I was like, wait, like, didn't you always want to try, like, peyote and something? He talked about that all the time. He's like, oh, no, not anymore, I'm not into drugs. I think it's all damaging. I'm like, okay. Wow. Complete 180 on this guy. Yeah. So he's so different. And I only like just realized how much he's kind of changed over the years. I haven't known him that long, but I've known him like 5 years, but he's like a completely different person.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of wild how you just don't notice until everything's changed, and then you're like, oh, wow, how did we get here? Yeah, he's still a great guy. You know, I still like him a lot. He's still fun to talk to. He's one of the only people I feel like I can really like open up to. You know, just because he doesn't like he's not very. I don't know, he's a good listener. He's just the type of guy that just listens, you know. And he like, he's not too brisk, or what's the word? You know. He listens. He's not too like judgmental if you know he doesn't agree with you. Not that I've ever really talked about like, you know, controversial. Broad topics or stuff like that. I just talk about people mostly. People in my life. I'm like, oh, so this happened and I'm talking to this person. And mostly just stuff like that.
I will be your
So yeah, that's always like a fun thing. Like, I drink a lot and then I'll talk about all sorts of shit with him. I mean, I can just talk for hours and just listen. He offers some like advice and all sorts of stuff. Good dude. I like him a lot. I do miss, you know, playing Burial Cart and shit. But you know, it is what it is. We just gotta find new, different things. We played Mario Maker, and I mean, it was fun. I don't know. I don't always know what to do with people, I think, is my big issue. Like, I try to think of
What is it?
what would be fun, and what I generally think is fun, other people are like, eh. It feels like I'm forcing people into doing stuff, because I just don't know what else to do, you know?
What? Huh?
So, like, it'll be like, oh, let's hang out, and then it's like, okay, what do we do? Well, everybody wants to talk about shit. Like, sometimes it's annoying. Like, I get annoyed. I don't like listening to shit if I don't, like, care about the subject matter. Like, if people are talking about something for a really long time, I can't stand being bored. I can't stand it when there's, like, some topic, and I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no interest in this subject. You know, and then they just go on and on about it. Like, I can sit there and maybe listen for 20 minutes, half an hour, but it's like an hour-long conversation about some shit, and I'm just like on the sideline. That annoys me, you know, not being like included in something, and everybody's just having this side conversation, and like everybody else just sitting and listening. It's like, all right. I get bored. So in those situations, that's kind of why I like the having. That's kind of why I like having games, you know, because you can turn on a game and then you can like kind of chit chat while you're playing the game. But at least like if there's somebody talking about something and I don't know anything about it, or you know, I can at least focus on playing the game and having fun doing that, right? So that's why I like games so much. It's the only thing I really think to do most of the time, you know. It's like, let's play a game. So when he comes over,
How may I be of
sorry.
assistance? Of course.
I'm always like, what do we do? Every time I'm like, I try to think if there's anything else we could do, because I don't know if he actually enjoy, like, if we play Mario Kart, the thing about Mario Kart with him is, like, I will always beat him at Mario Kart unless we're playing Mario Kart, which is part of why the reason why Mario Kart was so fun, because then it was like, you know, he was really good at chugging, like, he was really good at drinking beers, and I was not good at that, but I'm really good at Mario Kart, so I will win every time if we're not drinking, but if we are drinking, if we're playing Mario Kart, he usually wins, so it is a bit of a challenge. That's what makes it fun, because I don't want to just win every time, you know. It's very exciting. So yeah, so I don't really know if like he enjoys playing Mario Kart, you know, especially if I'm winning most of the time. I don't know. We play a little bit of Mario Maker. I only thought to do that because I was like, oh yeah, he really enjoyed, like, one time we just played through Lost Levels.
Hello again. What can I do for you, most valued customer?
Valued until you can't pay. Watch your credits.
You hurt me, Matt. It's the debt of your crew that keeps you here, not me.
I found this droid head. Can I ask you about it?
Droid head? On Kashyyyk? Let me see that.
It's nothing. I'm certain. Just garbage from the forest floor.
Mere rubbish. It's DAO2, the repair droid from my ship. What was this doing in the forest?
Recorded an ambush. Someone yells Eli's name. Dude, I'm such a snitch.
Eli, you snake. You said my crew jacked the ship without paying the repair bill.
Well, that is... It's not how it looks. You see, a good mechanic is hard to find, and...
And what? I thought I owed you. You tricked them into the Shadowlands and killed them while I fixed your freighter in orbit.
I mean, he did kill his crew. I don't know why I should tell him what to do. Not really up to me. Do what you want, man. That's not an option I have, though. So I'll tell him violence would help.
Now keep your head, Matt, and it was just business.
Man. I feel like if I could, like, actually roleplay, like, if it gave me a neutral option most of the time, I feel like I would just pick neutral options. Because I'm like, I don't care. Do what you want. This has nothing to do with me. I'm just giving you the information that I have. That's all. And this is what I gained from it, you know. Okay, well, we helped that guy and got nothing in return, so that was cool. Wait, did he give us anything? Possibly, maybe. We still have the droid head and the hyper adrenals. Oops. I didn't mean to do that.
That Thalian bog slime. Do you know I've been here 36 days slaving to pay a debt in good faith?
You won't last long hiding in the Shadowlands.
Well, I could have shot out his legs and let him crawl around for a while, but I consider this far more merciful.
What will you do now?
Well, there's not much for me to do but stay here. I've no ship, so I may as well make a few credits. It'll probably take a while to convince Eli's suppliers that I'm the new boss, but eventually I'll buy my way off this rock.
You won't owe anyone a single credit. Good luck.
That's the idea. Actually, I should toss you a few credits for helping me
Oh,
out.
yeah.
Take
Oh,
them.
don't.
Maybe even spend them here.
Don't
Safe flying
mention
to
it.
you. Hope to see you again.
Thank you. I'm glad I talked to you again. Because I really... You know, I was worried I wasn't going to get anything out of that. I need my rewards, dude. I don't do shit for free, bro. Bro, I'm not a good Samaritan. I need to be paid for my good deeds. I earned it. Okay? I need money. Everybody needs money. You don't work for free. This is my job, man. This is my job. Saving the galaxy is a full-time job, dude. Give me my money. Yeah, anyway, so... Yeah, so we played Mario Maker because... Like, I don't know why I didn't even think to suggest it before, but we only started playing it, like, the second to last time he came over. And I was like, oh, it's because, you know, we played... Like, I think one of his favorite things that he did over here was when we played Lost Levels. We basically played Mario Lost Levels. And we kind of just tag teamed it, so... Like, I was playing it and he was playing, so we just take turns trying to beat each level. Now, I'd beaten Lost Levels before, so I knew, like, we could do it. I knew I could do it, because I already have before. Admittedly, I beat probably more of the levels, especially towards the end. I think I ended up beating a lot of the hardest levels, but it was a good time. We got through it, and we had a good time. So I'm like, oh, well, we can play Mario Maker. This is like the same thing, but like there's an infinite number of levels, right? So like he'll probably like that. So now we've been playing Mario Maker. He actually really seems to like Mario Maker a lot. Anyways. Yeah, I just don't know. It's like, whenever I hang out with people in real life, I'm like, okay, what do we do? What do you want to do? I feel awkward, because I'm like, should I just, like, turn on the console, like, as soon as they show up and be like, alright, here we go. we're playing Mario. You know? Or should I, like, wait? This time I didn't actually turn it on. I think I was just feeling good yesterday, so... You know, we just had a conversation, and I just talked to him for like an hour or two. It's because he hasn't been over here in such a long time that I felt like there was a lot to talk about. So we're just kind of chilling, talking, hanging out. I don't always like to do that, especially because I'm not the type of person that always cares. I don't really like small talk very much. And, you know, it just depends on if I feel like I have a lot to talk about or I don't, you know? If I don't feel like there's a lot to talk about, if you're like somebody I see all the fucking time, like, let's just play a game, you know? Yeah, I don't need to sit here and have an hour-long conversation with you, you know? I talk to you all the time. Like, what else do you have to say to me? Like, what information can you give to me that I don't already know? You know what I mean? We can still talk and have a conversation, but we can't have, like, a really deep conversation, probably. We'd need some drinks for that, probably. Anyways, yeah. So, yeah, he ended up leaving at like 11 p.m. We ordered a pizza and everything. It was a nice night. You know, I hadn't seen him in a while, so it was fun. Yeah, he ended up leaving at 11, but my friend Trevor basically texted me at 10:30ish. And his message was confusing to me at first, because he mentioned a name, and he's like, this person is streaming. I'm gonna try to jump into their lobby. You should join. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, there's just so many. I don't know who this person is. I don't know this name. I think he did mention LFG, so I was like, I think he's talking about Among Us. You know, because he said jump into the lobby, and I'm like, okay, well, probably talking about Among Us, I'd assume. Sure enough, he was. I was still hanging out with my friends, so I just was not gonna. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was really going to be able to. But my friend decided to leave at 11, so I was like, okay, well, you know, I could probably hop on then. So I hopped on, and I played Among Us again. It was completely unexpected. I didn't really think anybody wanted to play that game anymore, so... I had kind of just, like, prepared myself to move on from it, you know? Not worry about it anymore. But, not think about it anymore, but, Yeah, I guess Trevor still wanted to play with it. We did modded, and it was actually a really interesting time. So I was already, like, pretty drunk, so I don't know. I did record it, so I don't know how much, I don't know if the recording's any good, but I had a good time, so I feel like it was good. I feel like it was good. I feel like there was good stuff in that, but sometimes, you know, I feel like I have a good night, and then I have to relive it through the recording, and then I'm like, oh god, why? It's like torture, dude. When you think like, oh man, that was cool. We had a really good time. I made a lot of friends, you know. Like we all really got along and had a fun time. And then I look back and I'm like, oh god, what an awkward, annoying piece of shit I am. I don't know. I think I do sound different on other people's recordings. I think I sound a lot more tolerable. It's on my own freaking recording when it's directly from my mic that it sounds different. I was watching a little bit of like Trevor's stream, and I noticed I sound very different on his stream. So I'm kind of cool. I like that, you know? Let me talk to you. Oh, I forgot to bring the fucking droid down. I was distracted by... I want you to leave.
Is that old? As long as the sonic emitters keep... I mean, if I can put up with... Good.
Yeah, I mean, what can I really do here? I can interact with this. I'm gonna go back and bring a droid. I'm sorry. I meant to do that. Oh my god, I can't party select here either. Do I really have to go all the way back to the fucking ship? What a stupid place. Alright, I brought the droid. We're back. I don't really think this is gonna work. I rechecked the quest status. I think I know what to do. I gotta talk to every single one of the Thurka guards. So let's save. Because I have achieved something since. I've only achieved like one thing, but you know, every little bit counts. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to, I think, cut this recording short because I was gonna go play a game
you
tonight.
Want anything, you'll have to talk to the commander. He's in charge of our harvesting here.
I'd rather ask about you. Why are you here?
Why am I here? I'm here because this is where the commander told me to stand. And that's all there is to it. I'm just a guard for this emitter. Why couldn't they have just equipped this lump of tech with a blaster and left me at home?
I want to ask you some questions.
I'm not here because I know stuff. I handle a blaster well enough to guard this emitter, and that's it. Talk.
This is a dangerous place. Could I persuade you to leave?
No more dangerous than walking out on the commander. He'd kill me for disobeying orders.
I think you might want to leave, bro. Make a break for it.
I really need to get out of here. It's too dangerous.
What? I'm getting dark side points for this?
I'll make an example of you.
Oh, I see the issue. I don't like that. Solution, huh? See, it says I might be able to bribe them into turning off the field. That seems like the better solution. I'm not sure how to do that, but I'm gonna try to do that instead of convincing them to leave, because apparently they're gonna get shot if I do that. Which gives me a dark side points, and I am not a dark side. Not on purpose, at least. Let's
You want anything, you'll have to
try something else here. I'm not very good at persuasion.
Why am I here? I'm here. I'm just a guard for the...
I want to ask you some questions.
I'm not here 'cause
What do these emitters do?
they generate a sonic barrier that allows us to stay in this wonderful location. It keeps the big predators away. I don't know how it works, really. I just know that if they go down, the camp would be overrun.
So only the emitters are keeping you here.
What of it?
So if someone shut them down, you could leave.
I don't like being here, that's for sure. I suppose you could take this code and shut down the emitter I'm guarding. Enough of those emitters go down, and the camp will have to move out. But I never said anything.
Aha. Okay. Well, that seems to be our, you know, thing that we're gonna do. Cool. Alright. We just need a couple of
You
these
want
guys to
anything,
leave,
you'll
I
have to
think.
talk to the
Or
commander.
like 3.
He's in charge of... Why am I here? I'm just a guard for...
Just hope it's the same thing. Let's talk about the
What do you
emitter.
want to know about that?
It's 105. You could shit.
I
You
don't
could
like
leave.
being here, that's for sure. I suppose you... Enough of those emit...
Wait, do I have to? I think I have to do it. Okay. Okay, that's 1 down. That's 2 down.
What?
Oh my god, what is that? That's a creature.
Run!
Well, as long as it's chasing them and not me. You know? Just kind of ran off.